Okay, friendos, come with me on the magical, mystical carpet ride that is the day before. Some breaking news here. The day before, according to mainstream game press, is changing name, or looks to be changing name. And when you see the name that they're saying that they're going to change to, you're going to lose your mind. The day before is already an awful, awful name. Obviously, I can't really say much because my, gamer tag or whatever is Kira from an anime I didn't even finish watching. But the day before, not very good. But Day World is apparently what they're going for here. They've registered the trademark Day World. As you can see here, this has been filed by Mytona Fantastic Limited at level 5, something Auckland, New Zealand. So what people are obviously speculating is that the whole charade, the whole thing going on with the day before name has not gone well. So therefore, they've changed the name so that they can actually launch the game on Steam. Because right now, the game can't be on Steam because there's currently a legal dispute. Now, I've dug into this a little bit more than the people in the articles apparently did. I don't know if this is information that other people have found, but we're going to go over it either way. If you don't know what Day Before is, by the way, the most wish-listed game on Steam, apparently, allegedly, before it got removed due to the fact that they're using the name The Day Before, which somebody else had been using since 2014 or 2015 when the app came out, but 2014 when they filed the trademark for The Day Before, which is a calendar app from some South Korean dude. So obviously when he saw The Day Before popping up, he was like, that's my trademark, and filed legal action. But before he did that, there was also an ongoing legal battle in South Korea, which I didn't know about until now, until I started looking this up, and I've never seen it covered in any of the big articles. Obviously, The Day Before has 1,000,001 problems. I could make another 10-minute video going over those. But basically, they've constantly... you could say lie. I think lie would be an appropriate word, or you could omit information if you're being a little bit charitable to them. But essentially, they've shown crazy trailers, downgraded them every time, like they're fucking Ubisoft at E3, because that was the thing that used to happen. But nobody's ever played the game, and then they're like, oh yeah, it's releasing on this date. Oh no, not that one. We're going to upgrade to Unreal Engine 5. Oh no, not that one. There's something else going on. Oh, we'll release it in November. But we'll definitely have a playable test before then. And of course, we've seen nothing since that point. So obviously what we're seeing here is people are assuming that Day World is going to be the new name. And if it is, beam me the fuck up, because that has got to be the worst name. Oh, you've been playing Day World? No, mate. No, I haven't. Nobody has. As this Discord comment shows, release is November 10th. Lol. Not likely. Looks like another trademark delay in the works, so they can stall the release some more. Triple crying emoji. Day World, dumbest name ever. I do agree with this, but the trademark dispute may be moving on. So if you go to the actual dispute that's happening in the US trademark court, you'll see that it's been suspended, and it got suspended this month, basically. Essentially what happened was the defendant, because Mytona filed against Sunjae Lee, saying his name wrong definitely, but they filed against the Day Before trademark and are essentially trying to get it for their video game. So he, as the defendant, said we should suspend this trial until the Korean trial concludes because of all this stuff. And the stuff is, there's apparently an agreement called the Madrid Agreement, which includes South Korea. That has something to do with trademarks being upheld in different jurisdictions across countries that are within the agreement. Might be getting that completely wrong, but I did just skim this because I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of time reading a whole bunch of legalese. The gist of it is the defendant, aka the Korean dude who has the calendar app, was saying, yeah, let's suspend it because there's all this precedent of US courts suspending action while there's ongoing action in other countries to see what is decided there, and then we come back to it. Mytona responded and said some whole bullshit, some whole nonsense. Their whole point was basically, saying that there's Korean action doesn't actually show that there's Korean action, and therefore this shouldn't be suspended. And it shouldn't be suspended because the Korean action is not actually all-encompassing and cancelling the whole trademark. And then the defense, yet again, the Korean dude and his legal team responded and said, here's the evidence, it's definitely happening. And as you'll see here, it was actually suspended. Proceedings are suspended pending disposition of the motion to suspend filed on May 24th. Any paper filed during the pendency of this motion, which is not relevant thereto, will be given no consideration. See Trademark Rule 2.127D. This suspension order does not toll the time for either party to respond to any outstanding discovery or to serve expert disclosures. The motion to suspend will be decided in due course. So this was earlier this month, right? And as early as a couple of days ago, people were talking about, oh, this new thing's been filed, and therefore they're doing that because they're scared they're not going to get the name. The Korean situation is over. Mytona won, basically. And I'll show you that right now with these 7 million tabs I've opened. So as you'll see, you have the Mytona request for trademark here, which began on the 30th of January 2023, which is when they went into Korea and said, here's our trademark, and it's for specifically video game application, or I don't know if that's the exact wording that they use, but essentially they only want the trademark for this narrow band of thing, and that thing is a video game. But of course, the person who already owned that is this Sun Jae Lee guy, who of course has it for a whole bunch of other stuff. So you can jump up to the trial history here. I can't see the files, unfortunately. I don't know how to do that on the Korean website. But basically you can see notice of closure of trial proceeding, invalidation trial decision for trademark, written transmittal of certified copy of trial decision. This all happened like 8 days ago. So it's hot off the press. And essentially when you go to the main page, it says purport of claim, registration trademark registration number, and then this number is invalidated. When you search this number into the Korean database, it is the day before that was registered in 2015 by Sun Jae Lee. So this is his trademark it's pertaining to. And it says it's invalidated. Trial costs shall be borne by the respondent. Respondent in the legal sense, I did have to Google this, is the party against whom a petition is filed, especially one on appeal, which would be, as far as I can tell, Sun Jae Lee. And then it says seek the judgment, which sounds ominous, but basically just means look at the judgment. I can't. But then you go into the actual trademark that he has, and you can see here, based on the 30th of January 2023 date for request, cancellation of trademark registration number, tells you the number. Trademark registration number is the registration of, quote, computer game software among the designated products of the trademark is cancelled. Seek the judgment. Claimant Mytona Fantastic Limited. So what this basically says is Mytona have won the right to register their trademark in Korea for computer game software, because obviously the app that this guy had, as you can see here, he had computer game software within his original application from 2015. Now that's going to be stripped, and Mytona Fantastic can then register it in Korea as the day before. So what is likely to happen here is the US court is going to open this trial back up, presumably, because the Korean situation is solved, and who knows what happens with that. But basically, there's almost no chance this is resolved in time for the game to release. So maybe they'll use Dayworld, fuck me, as a temporary measure to get the game out on Steam or whatever. Or maybe because this might proceed within this year, because obviously this could have taken another year or so if the Korean situation dragged, or if they lost over there on that point, then maybe they delay the game again. Either way, this, I guess, is fresh information. I didn't see it anywhere else, so figured I'd drop in what little bit of contribution I can have to this story and say that I still do not believe The Day Before is a real game that's going to come out and do crazy things and be all this amazing stuff that people say it is. And obviously, I also want to say, like this says, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know fuck all about the Korean trademark system, and obviously I could have got something wrong here, but I'd say if you read what's on screen, you're probably going to come to the same conclusion as me, unless you're an expert, in which case, congratulations. Let me know in the comments, I guess. But there we go. That's Mytona, that's Fantastic, Fantastic, whatever the fuck they're called, and Dayworld. Definitely can't wait to be playing some Day World. All my life I've been waiting for that game. But yeah, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you next time, hopefully. Peace. Bye. Do things with my fingers.